Hello everyone, I'm Duke James. This is a continuation of my Ireland campaign in EU4 Meiou and Taxes. So I went ahead and annexed my vassals because I figured I probably wasn't going to be attacked by England again. They weren't going to invade, so I didn't need their troops. And then, of course, like a year later after I do that, England actually does attack me, and it looks like they're going to send 6,000 troops to the mainland. So I shouldn't need them though, because I do have 10,000 troops here. So I should be able to kill these troops. I sold man back to England because I was going to use man in my plan to conquer English provinces. I could declare wars for man and then rack up the war score, and then I think at that point all I would need to do is occupy a fort in England, and then with the bunch of war score that I get, that should give me a bunch of provinces. We'll see how many troops England sends into Ireland, because if they send 2 or 3 waves, then that should wipe out the majority of their forces, and I could launch an invasion of actual England then, and I won't need to actually take man. I won't need to do that plan, because I could just take a bunch of territory in this war. Let's see, these guys are going to land in this province. I was drilling for a little bit. They're going to land 27th of April. So we got about 2 months of morale recovery. Let's go ahead and give that guy command of the army. And they should be locked by now. So let's go ahead and move these guys up. So yeah, if England sends even half their force to over here, like they're doing right now, then that should be a rather easy conquest of their territories. I'll just try and grab as much as I can, because this first war is going to be the best opportunity to do that. So I'm going to try to grab as much as I can. Let's see, there's a traveling minstrel. Well, we have 350 current stability points, 3 stability. We're at the stability point cap, both in the stability point, in both stability points really, so we'll go ahead and just bring him to court. That's not a great roll for either of us, really. Alright, there's a stack wipe. There's one of them. So that leaves them with about 19,000 troops. We do have 13 transports, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go to the tribals, because I don't want them to loot. I'll take the free picks from the nobles, and hopefully they send a couple more waves at me. That'd be great. Do they even have any money? Do they have money to rebuild? They have 39 ducats, so unless they take loans, they're probably not going to build any more troops, so what they send at me is probably what they have. I'm not entirely sure which area I'm going to take, which area I'm going to try to take territory from, at least. Let's move these guys over here to a better supply limit province while we wait. Pretty much waiting on these ships. Don't want to destroy them. I could easily just destroy all those ships, but I'd rather them carry English soldiers to their doom. Other than that, capital has 114,000 urban pops, level 2 center of trade, 440 ducats. I'm going to keep building my capital. I don't want to go too wide with my build strategy. I want to really concentrate in the capital. Yeah, there's another 6,000 men. I guess they're sending them... They're not sending the ships in, they're having the troops go to the ships. I guess to maintain that blockade of these two provinces that are relatively worthless. So we can, the Dublin speech, I'm not going to read all of this. We could gain 1,289 manpower and lose 60 dip. It's about a year's worth of manpower for 7 times 12, 70, 84. A little bit less than a year's worth of dip power. You know what? I might actually need that manpower when I invade England, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Dip is not a pressing need right now. They're going to land September 22nd. They're landing in the same province. Okay. Looks like they did build a couple extra soldiers. I imagine they took loans. That's where that money came from. Alright, the second stack wipe. So I figure if I rack up a bunch of war score, then I could just invade and try to grab... If they still have a bunch of troops, then all I have to do is just grab a province with a fort level on it. Presumably an actual fort I'll try for. I want to try to grab as many provinces as possible, but then still keep them together. Probably this area. Either this area or down here. Let's see, what are my missions? I have a mission for... Conquering the Isles, which gives permanent claims on the Scotland region. Conquering Wales, which gives prestige, and conquering the Brittany area. And I guess this chain... Okay, and then the next one after conquering Wales is conquering the rest of southern England. or England, I guess, because that's England at the start of the game. And then you can form Great Britain. I am not going to form Great Britain. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Can I just, like, delete this mission? I don't even want it in my presence. That's horrifying. I don't even want to accidentally click it. I don't even want to look at it. Let's see, there's a Renaissance masterpiece of religious art. So we can display it for the Christian world to see. Gives 10 people influence for prestige. We can get some ducats. We can get some ducats or stability points at the cost of papal influence. Papal influence is pretty worthless to me. We gain -12 a year. We have 0. Stability points are worthless as of right now as well, so we're going to go ahead and just take those 77 ducats. We're going to sell it. Looks like they have about 17,000 troops. And 12 ducats, so I imagine they just built a bunch of troops. At least another wave would be nice. That would reduce them to, what, 11,000? And then that's a lot manageable. A lot more manageable for me to fend them off when I land. So I'm hoping for at least another wave. Preferably 2, then they'd pretty much be at my mercy. Assuming they don't build more. Which is possible. I would try and scope them out, but I don't want to scare these ships off. Hey, there's 2,000. Okay. Looks like it's 2,000 cav. That's really weird. I think they built a soldier, an infantry unit. So they are still building. So if I tried to grab this, this, and that would give me lots of aggressive expansion, but it's pretty much just England. It is -203 once you throw out that occupying any forts in the area. I think this is the most territory-wise. It's not a whole lot of development. Unfortunately, England doesn't start with any of these, so it would basically be like I'm conquering Scotland, which, yeah, the equivalent of all of those provinces are these 2, 4, 6 provinces in the south. That's how little development there is up here. I think once I take, if I'm able to take those provinces, I could probably take a couple more provinces, because I think at that point I would ally France. Because then France would keep England from invading, from attacking me. Alright, there's 2/3 of their cavalry dead. Their war enthusiasm is at -1. Their war exhaustion is at 4.7. Ours is at 0.33, but it drops by 0.01 a month. If I need to, I'll just hire a bunch of mercs. Oh, they actually have 8 transports now. If they stop sending men over, and I need to, I'm going to build a ton of mercs, because I have the cash for it. I figure this is probably one of the best chances I have at taking a bunch of territory from them, so I might as well spend money on mercs. And make sure I can do a lot of damage to them. They're sending 8,000 men this time. I don't know what they are. My ruler's dead. Let's do a massive celebration. They're going to land on July 7th. But I am going to end this part here and pick it up in the next part. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part as we continue this war. In the next part. Goodbye.